So now if we look at the graph, no, if you look at the part B, its second part, then you can see that it is asked to find out the reflection of transformation of this graph or transformation. We are going to find the transformation of x graph. So it states that f of x is 4x minus 1. So let's see how it looks. Actual shape of the graph is like this. It's a kind of straight line, you can see. If we zoom, 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 see it's a straight line. It's totally a straight line. Now it says a horizontal translation by 2 units. Horizontal translation means, if you can see, on the left hand side, we should move it to the right hand side. Let's zoom it little so that we can easily understand this. So we are going to replace y, the same thing. 2 units to the left means x plus 2. It should be the second graph. Where is second graph? Here is the second graph. So now you can see. I zoom out. You can see from here till here, like from here till here, it would be 1 unit, and here to here, it would be second unit. Or you can see few points below this number, then this whole number, and then this gives you 2 units translation to the left hand side. The next it says a reflection in x-axis, a reflection in x-axis. So we are going to find out its reflection in x-axis, or we are going to reflect it in x-axis. What we actually do is we are going to multiply this whole function by -1. So this is our function. So y equals, just put a minus sign there, and your function would automatically get reflected along x-axis, and you can see the image along the shape of the graph as well. So this was our original function. Then it was translated by 2 units to the left, and this was the original function. It was 2 units reflected. Then this function is reflected along. It was translated previously by 2 units. Then it is reflected along x-axis. The next thing is a vertical stretch by a factor of 3. So vertical stretch means we are going to multiply this function by 3. this whole function. So previously, when we reflected it along x-axis, it became like this. Now its shape is like this. It is little stretched by a factor of 3. This was what we have in our question. So this is actually one part of our f of x, which is 4x minus 1. Now we can do the same thing with our lower part, which is minus x squared plus x plus 3, with the same steps. By following the same steps, let's see how. We are going to replace this y as minus x squared plus x plus 3. So you can see the graph is quadratic, and this is the shape quadratic function. Now the next thing is the unit translation by 2 units. So whenever we are looking to translate it by a factor of 2, we can go something we are going to make changes in this function. So minus is as it is. I'm going to make x plus 2 here, power 2. Then I have plus. I'm gonna translate this one. So now you can compare. This is the function. This was the original function, and now it is translated by a factor of 2 to the left hand side. We have translated it by a factor of 2 to the left hand side. Next is horizontal reflection. So we are going to multiply. Now, this is horizontal reflection. You can see the shape is totally reflected along x-axis. So after translation, we reflected it along x-axis by putting a minus sign outside. Now, the next thing is to stretch it by a factor of 3. So we are going to copy this function from here, and I'm going to copy it here. So it is stretched by a factor of blue one is actually representing the final form. So let's discuss one by one. This was our original quadratic function. It was translated by a factor by two units. Then it is reflected along x-axis. This was its reflection. Then it was stretched. When we stretched it, you can see it moved from here and went there, and from here it is stretched here and here. So this is what we have in this question.